You all aren't gonna believe who I got to play with out at Idlewild this weekend. Today I am bringing you an Idlewild recap. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Kelly and I am bringing you a brand new video today. So today we are going to be doing an Idlewild recap. Last week I got to go out to Idlewild and spend about 5 days out there, and I had such an amazing experience out there. My experience is definitely a little bit different than most people's, and I want to give you guys a kind of a behind the scenes look of what I got to do while I was out there, and also share some things about going to a Disc Golf Pro Tour event and what you can expect when you go out to one of these tournaments. We're going to be bouncing around out here at Boone Woods, just playing some of the holes out here. I know on the back nine out here that the YMCA Kids Camp is going on, so I'm not even going to worry about going over there today. So we're gonna stay on the front side of the property out here at Boone Woods. But let's head over to hole one and jump into the round out here at Boone Woods. All right, hole one out here at Boone Woods. It looks like it's still in the long pin location. I know they usually put all the pins here in the long location when Idlewild's around. Also, one thing, I have this mic set up today that's a little bit different than I typically do. I have I forget what the name of these things actually are, but I'm gonna test it out on this video. If you guys enjoy this type of style of audio, let me know in the comments section and I'll continue to do this type of stuff. Or if it sucks, then just tell me that in the comments section as well. We're gonna jump into hole one here. Gonna start out with my force like I always do here. Just pump this thing down there to the right side. It's kind of weird because I can talk to you guys now and not even look at the camera anymore. Get past that tree. Oh, that'll be all right. Okay, we'll be in an all right spot there. Well, folks, thank you all so much for tuning into the video here today and hanging out with me out at Boone Woods and listening into what my recap of Idlewild was like. So I'll just start out with day one, really, and just give you a little bit of context of what it was like to be out there, what I did, who I got to meet, and the event itself and everything in general about it. But the first day I was out there just with one of my good friends from Discraft Underground. His name is Sully, super good disc golfer and someone that I met a few weeks back. And I reached out to him and let him know that, hey, I would be open to filming some of his practice round with some of his buddies. So that's what I went out and did on the first day out at Idlewild. And let me just tell you that this practice round got very, very interesting very quick. But before I jump into that crazy story about the practice round, let's take a look and see where our drive ended up here on hole one. Try and get up and down here. All right, we ended up in a decent spot here, but I haven't played disc golf in about 2 weeks now. We're gonna just try and pump this zone up there, a little chip forehand shot, get something close and walk away with the par here on hole one. That looks pretty good. That should be in a decent spot. Should be able to get up and down from there. Wow, I ended up a lot shorter than I would have liked, and right in front of this tree here. Since we're not really keeping score out here today though, I'm just gonna take 2 putts. Most of the time I'm gonna take 2 putts just because we haven't played in a while. All right, let's see how player one can do. Hyzer. Ooh, all right, second putt. That one was a little bit more inside, just need a little bit more. All right, that's gonna be a bogey to start. All right, here goes nothing. There we go. All right, not the start I wanted, but we'll take it either way. Just out here having a good time. Well, an unfortunate bogey there on one, but that's all right. But like I was saying, the practice round got super interesting very quickly. It started out as your typical practice round on hole one. It was me, Sully, Randon, Ty Love, and then I think there was one other along with us as well. And we end up playing through hole one, playing through hole two, get to the tee pad of hole three, which is a new hole out at Idlewild. And all of a sudden somebody walks up behind us, and it is none other than the GOAT. Paul McBeth is right there on the tee with us. Mind you, I'm just out there filming. I'm not actually throwing or anything like that. But I'll be honest with you, I was a little starstruck at first. Everybody teed off and I was just out there filming Sully pretty much. And we end up playing through on three, getting to four, and same thing happens. He walks up to the tee on four, and it pretty much just joins our practice round at that point. So from here on out, Paul McBeth is playing with us from hole four all the way through hole 18. It was a very, very cool experience. At first, I really wasn't saying anything just because, like I said, I was a little starstruck at the time. And then after a while, it was a really cool experience. Paul is really nice, a really down-to-earth guy. We ended up talking about 100 Thieves, which is one of my favorite apparel companies, which is in gaming. He let me know that Hannah actually really enjoys watching all the content creators from 100 Thieves, just talking about like their apparel drops and stuff like that, talking about the shoes that he was wearing. He was actually using these same Vans that I wear out here for Idlewild, which is a little bit different. I normally don't see him wear that type of shoe, so I asked him about that. Got to just chat with him for probably about 3 or 4 hours of the practice round out there with Sully. But yeah, that was day one. Very cool. Something that I will never forget and I will always tell all my disc golf friends about. But we're gonna head into hole 2 here. Try and not get another bogey. Let's jump into hole 2 here. All right, on to hole 2 here. This one's about 312 feet. I'm gonna take a new disc in the bag. I'm just trying some stuff out here today as well. I got this sweet looking First Flight limited edition, like 2018 Bonsai from DGA. Take it off to the right side, which I see a lot of people just throw a hyzer line there. Wow, that's a lot straighter than I thought. Nice decent fade at the end. All right, should be in a decent spot actually. Watching the pros throw, whether that be Sully, Randon, Ty Love, Paul McBeth, anybody, they make driving look super effortless. Let's take a look and see where this Bonsai ended up. Try and knock down a putt here. Stay up, stay up. Oh, that just went under the bucket. Walk away with the par there. All right, par, it's not a bogey. We'll take it. All right, on to hole 3 here. It's like it's about 347. This one, never birdied this one before. Really have to pump a forehand or take the hyzer route over the trees there. Hold and push. That's gonna be short. Should be in a decent spot though. I gave it a little bit more height than I normally do. So on top of getting to hang out with Paul McBeth during the practice round on day 1, I ended up filming Sully and kind of filming like a promo type video for him. I'm gonna link his Instagram down in the description down below so that you guys can go check out the video that I actually made for him. Give him a foul. He throws way farther than I do. Makes it look super easy. But we're gonna take a look and see where I ended up, hopefully in a decent spot, be able to get up and down here on hole 3. Oh, off the tree. Man, I really want to get a birdie on this hole eventually, but take the par, move on to the next hole. Well folks, it looks like hole 4 here at Boone Woods is being used right now. I think they do some type of like archery or something down there, so we're not going to be able to play 4 or 5 right now. So I'm going to skip over to 6, which is one of my favorite holes out here. Tell you a little bit more about my time out at Idlewild. All right, hole 6, 384 feet, par 3. This is a tough par 3 here, especially when it's in this B pin location. All right, I'm going to take the new Tour Series ESP Scorch. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys like this style of audio with the lapel mic. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera as much. I give a little bit more info on like what I'm actually thinking about when I'm throwing. Go over the bridge. Go over that bridge and miss that. Oh, dang, it hit just the upright of the bridge there. Should be in an all right spot. Gonna be an interesting approach from there. What's going on, everybody? Just have to interrupt the video really quick. Unfortunately, while I was editing the video here that you're watching today, 2 of the clips where I'm explaining what I did on day 2 of being out at Idlewild were unfortunately completely out of focus while I was filming them out on the course. So I'm just gonna explain what I did out on the 2nd day of myself being out at Idlewild. So I showed up and met up with Sully the 2nd day of the tournament. I skipped Friday because it was raining a ton. Sully hooked me up with a player support badge, so I got to walk along with him during his entire round, which was super cool. It was super rainy out during the round as well, but either way, it was a really cool experience. Got done with the round and then just headed home just because I was out in the rain for pretty much like 4 or 5 hours out there. But I apologize about having to interrupt the video like this, but let's jump back into the video out at Boone Woods. All right, yeah, it might be easier to actually go on this right side, throw a hyzer over there. Oh my goodness, that definitely wasn't the basket that I hit there. I hit there's a barbecue in front of the basket. I definitely just parked that zone on the barbecue. Yeah, I definitely hit that there. Probably off the top of the grates there on the barbecue. We ended up just over here. All right, yeah, this is that distance that's like right in between being easy and difficult, I would say. That looks good. Oh, dang, that's all right. Just out here practicing today. Putting feels all right. Just need to get off the tee a little bit better here. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what it's like actually being at a Pro Tour event. I believe there's two different options for buying tickets to the Pro Tour events, which is you can either get general admission, which allows you to only go to certain areas on the course, and then you have VIP. I think for the money and for the experience that you get, the VIP access is definitely one that I would go after, just because of how close you're able to get to the pros. If you have the opportunity to pick up a VIP ticket, I would definitely choose that over the general admission just for myself. But obviously, you'll still have a good time no matter what ticket you get. So if you haven't been out to a Disc Golf Pro Tour event, definitely check one out. I will be going up to D-Glow, which is my next stop of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. So if you're up there, definitely hit me up, say what's up when you're out there. But we're gonna move on to hole 7 here, end up with our first birdie here of the round. Hole 7, short pin location. I'm gonna take a DGA pipeline here, hopefully put this thing out towards the right side, just have it crash towards the basket. Oh yeah, nice straight flight out of that. That is a nice flight there. Wow, that is absolutely parked under the basket. Let's go. That was a great shot. Don't even need a second putter here. Really good birdie there. Really stoked on this pipeline. If you haven't checked out a pipeline, the new Tour Series ones from 2022, really good, really straight, a little bit of fade. Definitely check this thing out. All right, folks, on to hole 8 here. This one's always in the same pin location. We're gonna take this Midnight Flyer Glow Breaker here. One of my favorites, just in my bag right now. Look at that glide on that thing. Short, but that'll give us a putt at it. All right, we'll take that. Also, one of the really cool things of being out at the Disc Golf Pro Tour is after the pros rounds, I know a lot of times the Disc Golf Pro Tour will have certain pros go to their booth and actually do signings. I think I saw like Simon there. I saw Ricky doing one, Big Germ. The lines do get pretty long for that, but I think it's worth the wait if you're trying to get a signature from one of your favorite pros. Let's take a look and see where this breaker ended up, try and knock down this putt on this difficult basket. All right, since this is a practice round, we're gonna try and run this thing. Nope. All right, hopefully, oh, that's another tough putt over there. All right, player 2, more height. That looks good. Oh, off the top, and it's gonna roll all the way down. Still got a pretty tough comeback putt here, I would say. Are you serious? I thought that was gonna drop in. That one did. All right, luckily it's just a practice round. All right, tough spot to be in on that last hole with that putt and that green there, but we're gonna move on to hole 9 here. This is gonna be 412 feet. I'm gonna just try and pump something up and over that hill that you're seeing out there with my ESP Scorch. Yeah, not the distance I wanted, but it's out there. We'll have an approach shot towards the basket. All right, and talking a little bit about the final day out at Idlewild, I showed up there and met up with Sully and made sure to ask him if it was okay if I walked the course with him on his final round out there. He didn't have a problem with it, which I was stoked about. Glad to be out there with them, and the weather conditions were much, much better out there than they were the previous day, so it made for a much better viewing experience and also playing experience for him and the other players as well. And then after I got done watching Sully's round, I kind of hung out for a little while, waited for lead card to show up and get teeing off. I actually met up with one of my really, really good friends, Matt Ballard. He was up here caddying for Gannon Burr this weekend. I always love meeting up with Matt. He's one of my favorite people that I've met in disc golf. Such a nice and genuine guy. So my player support pass that I had pretty much just gave me VIP access, similar to the VIP access that you would get if you were to buy the ticket. I was right there watching lead card the entire time through. And spoiler alert here, Isaac Robinson took down the win at Idlewild Open this year. That dude shot absolute fire out at Idlewild. I think he averaged 11 down disc golf at Idlewild with those conditions that were happening over the weekend there. That is absolutely insane. But we're gonna head over to our drive, take a look and see. Should have just an easy approach shot here, be able to get up and down for a par here. All right, I'm gonna take my soft Luna that I have in the bag here. Nice little backhand approach shot up the hill. Oh, that looks good. Oh yeah, perfect. Just slightly past the basket. Definitely be able to pick up that par there. There we go. Nice. This soft Luna has become one of my favorite approach discs lately. It's got that nice tacky feel to it. Just really sits under the basket really, really well. Well, folks, that's actually gonna wrap up the video here out at Boone Woods. Note to self here, I won't be coming here anymore just because I just asked one of the workers from the YMCA, and they're actually out here with the kids every single day. So there's just like kids running around out on the course everywhere. It doesn't make for a great experience of being out here, but either way, I had a really fun time out here with the holes that we were able to play. And just kind of give you a recap of what I did at Idlewild and what it's like to be out at a disc golf pro tour event. If you ever get the opportunity to head out to a disc golf pro tour event, definitely pick up some tickets and go out there, whether that be general admission or VIP tickets. For myself, like I said, I would definitely pick up VIP if I had the opportunity to. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of you because we have hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So thank you to all of you. And I also want to give a huge shout out to everybody from the Disc Golf Pro Tour. I want to give a huge shout out to Sully as well. And everybody that came up to me out at Idlewild. I really enjoy getting to meet all of you. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you hit the like button down below. Leave me a comment letting me know what Disc Golf Pro Tour events that you've been to. And if you like the lapel mic, definitely let me know that as well. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be bringing you more videos here on the channel. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.